Hey, good morning, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, right there on the screen, we're coming to you from Studio B this morning. And right there, good morning, Emily, there in the office. Uh, let's see, what was I going to say? Oh, I'm losing it. Right here, it was a late night, folks. Right here, I have the hotline. Okay. Let me see if I got this. Okay. So right here is the hotline, 706. It's on the screen there. You could text anytime during the show. If you would like to be on the show, you ever want to call in, you agree, you disagree, you see things a little different, let me know. All right. So yesterday, we're going to have should we do a coronavirus update? Are you tired of the coronavirus jokes? Now, give me number one. And Fulton County opted to close more than 100 schools today. 100 schools after a singular teacher was found to be infected. Now, obviously, we don't want to make light of the coronavirus, but it's maybe a little more than a cold. Most recover. Right now, the death toll is mainly in the elderly, the seniors, maybe too scared. Now, this is not conspiracy theory, so don't start with me, okay? But I will tell you there's actual fear out there. Fear of what I don't know. I mean, realistically, is it serious? Yes. Should you go on with your daily life? Yes. I was in a room with 80 people last night, no ventilation. Well, at least it didn't feel like they had air conditioning. It was hot. Anyhow, I went over to Dawsonville. Have you ever been into the little NASCAR Hall of Fame over there in Dawsonville? It is great. You need to go over there and check it out. I really enjoyed it. But they have a room there that holds over about 100 people. And last night, the Dawson County Republican Party held a forum for the sheriff candidates, 3 of them over there. I was there last night. So I guess the way I see it, I had contact at the Capitol week before last. I think, well, let's get with this. That decision by Superintendent Michael Looney will leave 5% of the state's 1.8 million students at home. The teacher whom the superintendent did not identify had contact with students at 2 middle schools in the county's south side. They're home from school. What are they going to do Tuesday? One day. What will be the outcome of this? Parents wait as Fulton weighs school closures after coronavirus case. Sorry, folks, had to a little bit there. I'm sorry. It's like we have now. I'm very serious. Here's number 29. Give me 29. This was on March 6th. Was that just Friday? Let's double back. That would be Congressman Doug Collins meeting the President of the United States in that very firm handshake. We're all questioning this morning if the entire government is going down. I'm serious. Is the government, should Trump self-quarantine? I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot of Democrats wish Trump would have self-quarantined years ago. Could you see Trump self-quarantined? Could you? It would, I'm telling you. So here's Congressman Doug Collins. Now, March 6th, he shakes the president's hand, but supposedly he came in contact with somebody from CPAC. Was that before he qualified or after? Could somebody look at the dates out there for me? Because on qualifying day, I came in contact with him. There you go. 14 days, self-quarantined right here in Studio B. I will be here. There'll be bananas. We'll get a couple monkeys. Sorry. I am so sorry. But, oh, it's absolutely unreal what is happening here. Okay. Now, yesterday, I told you this. Give me, it says 4-2, but it's number 4. Give me number 4 there. I told you yesterday this was a book tour. Did I not tell you that Nikki Haley is on book tour, right? I told you that. Go give me number 54. Now, I got the email. Well, wait a minute. Let's bounce around. We'll do this a little later, but number 55 right here, right? Number 55, rally with Nikki Haley and Kelly Loeffler, March 9th at the Cobb County Republican Party headquarters. And Nikki Haley, we don't know the payment, but I told you, I said yesterday, it's a book tour because not even 30 seconds after I got that email, I got number 54. Get your signed copy today. It was a book tour. You got it? Nikki Haley comes into Georgia. If they call Doug Collins selfish, number 4, back at it with all due respect. With all due respect. It's a book tour. This lady, I cropped the picture. I know the lady, not really, but you know, you go to a lot of these things, you bump into people. I don't get into the Cobb Republican circle very often. I go in the country Republicans. I just do. I'm a country Republican. I don't do well at these right here. I don't do well at these. I mean, I go over to Dawson. They're wearing jeans, T-shirts, camo, hats, everything. You name it. Go down here to Cobb. It's all jacket and tie. Ooh. Anyhow, with all due respect, I told you yesterday it was a book tour. We will talk about that a little more. Loeffler and her continued purchase of her endorsements and her fans, her adoring fans. Number 5, there is Nikki. And Nikki was a rock star yesterday. Number 5, Nikki. And Nikki, she's a rock star yesterday down there. You can actually get a signed copy of her book. Now, flipping over last night, let me make just a quick reference. Number 3, this is all over the state of Georgia, but in our district, we cover Dawson County. And last night, there was a forum for the sheriff. And to the far side, in the red tie, I guess with the Mountain Dew, that is Jeff Perry. He's a candidate. And to the opposite side, that is Marcus Swell. Marcus Swole. He's from Dawson County there, but he works in Pickens as a deputy. And in the center is Jeff Johnson, the current sheriff. So they're all running for sheriff. I videoed that. So if you're interested in that, tell your friends. I will have that up later today, and you can watch that and watch the candidates. Now, obviously, we're going to today is the where is it at? Joe Biden. Doesn't it seem like yesterday? Go to number 37. It seems like just yesterday, Kamala Harris was putting a case of whoop ass on Joe Biden on the stage. The old boy could not move. He was stunned. You remember they were talking about busing and she was the little girl. I was the little girl. I was that little girl. Remember that? Well, now she's up there in Detroit, Michigan, Motor City. And she is last night in Detroit. She is pro Joe. Go Joe, pro Joe. Yes, she is. She's loving some Joe. They're crazy as hell, and it seems like, and then let's see. Did this guy say? Now look here. Look at the face. Number 36. Look at Spartacus right there. Check out Spartacus right there, number 36. Was he the guy that said to Joe? Did he say to Joe? I want to know from you. Did he say to Joe, you can't even remember what you said a minute ago? Was that Spartacus that questioned Joe's memory? And now he's on stage. Joe's the guy that we got to have. We got to have Joe. Well, I could see myself in the cabinet right now. Spartacus, king of something, master of nothing. Spartacus. Wasn't he the guy who questioned Joe's his cognitive functions? I think that was it. Hey, folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. I have told you recession fears. Italy on lockdown. What do you do if you're told to stay home? Hell, I know you ain't telling me to stay home. Why is everybody running for toilet paper? Am I missing something? Just saying. I'm your host, BKP. Let's take a break, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, I just sent you a video, and want you to put that in. Now, yesterday, let's just talk about Joe Biden. Sorry to say, he's a bumbling idiot. Now, he's just a bumbling, stumbling idiot. He is not going to be able to put. Donald Trump will bring him out. Now, right now, the Democrat Party, the Democrat machine, the establishment, they are hiding Joe in every way they possibly can. I know what you're going to say out there. Well, look what Donald Trump said about Ted Cruz. Look at what Donald Trump said about Lindsey Graham. I got it. Look what he said about Little Marco. I get it. Okay, I get it. But these people really went after Joe Biden on the debate stage, okay? And we'll do one now. Kamala Harris, okay? And here she is. I got her here somewhere. Okay, here she is yesterday in Detroit. Just loving Joe. Joe is who we need. Joe is our future. Joe is the bridge to the future. I mean, she's on there. I get it. But do you have that video? If you have that video, let's play a little of Kamala Harris from one of the debates on Joe Biden.
I was 6 years old when a presidential candidate came to the California Democratic Convention and said, "It's time to pass the torch to a new generation of Americans." That candidate was then Senator Joe Biden. Joe Biden was right when he said it was time to pass the torch to a new generation of Americans 32 years ago. He's still right today.
I'm going to now direct this at Vice President Biden. I do not believe you are a racist. And I agree with you when you commit yourself to the importance of finding common ground. But I also believe, and it's personal, and I was actually it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country. And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, you know, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me. So I will tell you that on this subject, it cannot be an intellectual debate among Democrats. We have to take it seriously. We have to act swiftly. Do you agree today that you were wrong to oppose busing in America then?
No,
do you agree?
I did not oppose busing in America. What I opposed is busing ordered by the Department of Education. That's what I opposed.
Well,
I
there
did
was
not
a
oppose
failure of states to integrate public schools in America. I was part of the second class to integrate Berkeley, California public schools almost 2 decades after Brown v. Board of Education.
Because your city council made that decision. It was a local
decision. So that's
decision.
where the federal government must step in. That's why we have the
government
Voting Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act. That's why we need to pass the Equality Act. That's why we need to pass the ERA, because there are moments in history where states fail to preserve the civil rights of all people.
One of the differences that Joe and I have in our record is Joe voted for that war. I helped lead the opposition to that war, which is a total disaster.
Seems like just yesterday, Kamala Harris was beating the hell out of Joe. Yes, it seems like just yesterday. Oh, no, yesterday, Kamala Harris was on stage with Joe, number 37, Joe Biden. We need Joe. So today is Detroit, Michigan last night. Today is Michigan primary along with 6 other states, I think. And you have to watch today because what will happen, all right, is the media, They will use what they call the temperature of Michigan to project the national election in November. Oh, yes. This is the first of the Rust Belt states. Number 53. Biden views himself as a bridge to the future. Biden has no choice but to see himself as the bridge to the future because he's 78. Now, could Joe live to be 92? Yes, good for Joe. Good for Joe. But I will tell you now, America, if Joe Biden is the nominee for the Democrat Party, even Bernie Sanders for that matter, they're both one-term presidents. Do you realize? Okay, I understand. What is Trump? Is Trump 77 now? Was he 74 when he went in? 74, okay? So could Trump, and I don't know if I have my math correct on the birthdays, could he leave like at 81? Wow, 81. Okay, that's cool, all right? But do you realize at 77, I think Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden at 78, there's no choice but for Democrats to have a one-term presidency. This is what they have opted for. They had Cory Booker, okay? They had Francis O'Rourke. Now, I'm not okay with them, all right? But they had Francis O'Rourke. They had Cory Booker. They had Kamala Harris. Now, Kamala Harris is looking for like attorney general. She wants to be attorney general, okay, in this country. Could you see that? When you hear the media talk about William Barr, the attorney general, being partisan to Trump, really? Could you see Kamala Harris? Let's get real, folks. Let's get real. So anyhow, today, Michigan, and I'm going to tell you, Michigan is going to be the Rust Belt. They're going to analyze Michigan, the turnout. Will Bernie be through after today? And tell me why you think Democrats have opted for Joe Biden, 78 years old. You can't tell me they don't know he's a bumbling idiot, okay? Now, the Republicans have great enthusiasm, and I'm going to show you that right after this message. Great enthusiasm, much more than Democrats with an incumbent. All right? Why are they picking Joe Biden? Stop and think really hard why Democrats, knowing that this guy has to be one term, knowing whoever his vice president is, that America will have to look at possibly this vice president being the president. Does Joe get elected? Let me throw this out here. Now, I know right now, everybody just cringed because you can't even think, you can't even come up with the thought that Donald Trump loses. Could Joe win as president and immediately resign and give the mantle to a vice president? Could he? You know, Nixon left, but under much different terms, and gave the mantle to Gerald Ford, which Gerald Ford almost beat Carter, but still yet we understand what the country was going through, right? Could Biden win and the vice president is really who their pick is? Just think about it. Now, let me say this. When I say could he win, remember, we're going to talk about this. Remember, folks, this coronavirus, the economy, They are trying. They get you. You say, well, the economy is not going to crash that fast. It's not going to in time for the election. Folks, I'm going to tell you something right now. I watched the establishment globalist crash the world economy overnight. Overnight. Why there is not enough time. Keep in mind, in 2009, George W. Bush walked down the hall there at the White House, and he gave the American people, I think, 12 minutes and 43 seconds, go look at it, and told us the entire economic world as we know it, the financial system as we know it, would collapse within 48 hours if we didn't give King Henry Paulson $800 billion. It started bailing out auto manufacturers. Okay? Remember that? Remember enough time. Now think about this. I want to leave you with this. I'm not trying to scare you. I just want to go into reality mode, okay? Think about enough time. Remember McCain. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Sorry. I just have to think like that because so many of us Republicans tried to convince you that he was. Remember, Mac is back. Oh, sorry. Look, I could not stomach John McCain as the presidential nominee. But when he picked Sarah Palin, okay? Just, all right, for all you Palin haters, but back in the day. Now, think about it. Economy's not in a total mess, all right? It's 2008. Okay, economy's not in a total mess, right? It's slowing down. All the factors are out there that it could crash, but not in a total mess. This guy comes from nowhere. His name's Barack Hussein Obama. Nowhere. Is it obscurity? Think about it. A guy comes from nowhere. Now, Joe's not coming from nowhere. They dug him up from the grave, all right? Joe looks like he just got dug up somewhere. But this guy comes from nowhere. And all of a sudden, well, I say all of it, but the economy just collapses, crumbles. You remember McCain had to suspend his campaign for 3 days to go back to D.C. to vote for TARP. Why? He almost canceled the debate because the economic crisis. You remember all that? It happened, boom, 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 just like that. Okay? Well, there's not enough time. Well, let me tell you something. Take yourself back in time. Let's see. Just 2 weeks ago, why, it seems like 2 weeks ago, that the stock market was on a record high. Amazing. Now, what would crash that? It seems like 2 weeks ago, we were getting ready for spring, and the biggest fear we had was springing ahead and losing an hour's sleep. But now, toilet paper, hand soap, why, it's off the shelves. Countries are on total lockdown, like Italy. It just seems like 2 weeks ago, there was nothing could stop Trump. Within 2 weeks, they've created enough fear in this world. And our media took it and spun it out of control in the United States. In just 2 weeks, schools are closing. People are in fear of going somewhere. In 2 weeks. And you don't think they can crash an economy in time for an election? Just saying. I'm going to take a break. I didn't mean to get off on that, but I'm just telling you something. Don't get overconfident in what the deep state will do to crash this economy, to bring down Trump. They've been trying to bring down Trump since that November morning, the day after the election. I'm your host, BKP. Let's take a little break.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, 1 nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hey, good morning, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show, coming to you from Studio B this morning. Now, let me just say a couple things. So I'm watching all the morning shows. Did we put up how people can get in touch with us? I wasn't looking at the screen. There you go. Anyhow, every once in a while, if you're new to the show, I like to go into the future. I like to go into Marty McFly here. I like to go into the future, okay? Or go back to the future. Anyhow, whatever. But here's what I'm saying. I just like to keep some things in mind. And this is not overreacting. I feel the government enjoys, part of it, they enjoy putting Americans in fear. Okay. Every single time, and let's go here, every single time, all right, number 13. Now, number 13, White House, Trump not tested for coronavirus. President came in close contact with several self-quarantined lawmakers at CPAC. All right. Now, every time the government creates, and I'm not saying Donald Trump, but the media, along with the deep state, create a crisis, we lose more freedom. We spend more money, okay, more money, billions of dollars. Now, I'm not making light of it, but billions, not millions, not a couple hundred, billions of dollars are being put into place to help offset the economic impact, to help states. You've got New York claiming a state of emergency. All right. And we will look at how many cases they have. Every single time this happens, we lose more freedom. All right, we do. Now, the fear, and I know I'm going to be taken to task on this because it is March. So let's see, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Folks, 8 months. This will be gone and forgotten in 8 months. Okay, fine. All right, gone and forgotten in 8 months. What are the headlines out there? All right. CDC, Americans over 60 should stock up on supplies and avoid crowds. Stock up on supplies and avoid crowds over 60. Who? The largest voting group in America. Who? Over 60. Largest voting bloc, that the most expected, dependable, conservative voting bloc in the United States is over 60, okay? Congress debating ways to help boost economy hit by coronavirus. Now, I'm not going to not take it serious, but Let's go with number 50. 725 cases. When I say that's it, do you notice on number 50, they have all the states Obama, there's Obama's 51st state. The Grand Princess is out there at sea. 19 crew members, 2 passengers, 21 coronavirus cases on the Grand Princess, which we all watched yesterday in fear as they slowly remove those passengers. Look at that, 725 cases, 17 in Georgia, okay? If we find a cure, now think about this. They're rushing for a vaccine. I'm telling you, folks, I'm not the anti-vaccine guy, all right? I'm not anti, all right? Let's just call it 1969. We'll say it's 1969. I don't know. And you remember in 1969 when they lined us all up on the Gymicafetorium wall? You don't know what a Gymicafetorium is? Really? I mean, and we had kids go to the NBA and learn to play the trumpet. And we had musical events back then where mom and dad and everybody came and enjoyed and watched Junior play the trombone. But now we must have these performing arts centers. Millions of dollars. I didn't want to get off on that. Let's call it 1969. We were all lined up on the wall of the Gymicafetorium, okay? And the Gymicafetorium, if you must know, you pushed all the tables aside, and the gymnasium, you dropped the basketball and you played basketball. And then you pulled the basketball nets up, and you had the tables, and it was the cafeteria. Wow, it was amazing. And then there was a stage on the far end, and you put the tables up and the basketball courts up, and next thing you knew, you had an auditorium. Sorry, just had to give you my definition of Gymicafetorium. So 1969 or so, we're all lined up on the wall there, right? Little kids, they say it's kindergarten. Just saying, maybe somewhere around then. And they have the table, and some guy shooting you in the arm. Whoa, what was that? And we're all lined up, and they're just shooting us in the arm. Just saying. So I'm not anti-vaccine, but we're going to rush. We don't have a cure for the damn common cold. We have a flu shot. And still 500,000 people or more a year die worldwide. And we have a flu shot, damn it. I mean, let me ask you a question. This is crazy as all hell now. It's crazy. And I don't know who's falling for it. Now, I might have the corona. I was 2 weeks ago. Let's do the math. I mean, I was at a Doug Collins press conference. Oh, my God. And he was with the president, and Gates was there. And next thing you know, Mark Meadows. And I should be self-quarantined. This is crazy as hell, folks. I want to take it serious, but it's crazy because we're rushing, and you're excited out there. Oh my God, our government's getting us a vaccine. Damn it, we have a flu shot now. We have closed schools over the flu. We closed schools over stomach virus. I watch it. I see every damn year. Every year. All those little rugrats. I'm sorry. Don't get all upset because you're little children or anything. But I just got to say, all you little rugrats, they rush back to school. And they got the sniffles. And they're all rubbing on each other's noses. and smearing it everywhere. And next thing you know, you come home and it's not even 5-6 days after school starts. Everybody's sick. The adults are sick. There's a stomach virus going through. Whatever. We have gone crazy and we're letting it happen in this country. And then you tell me they can't collapse this economy on top of us and scare the hell out of people of thinking Trump can't handle? Do you know the whole thing since this started is to try to show that Trump cannot handle a crisis? There's so many things going on here. Well, for those, Joe Scarborough, that friggin' jackass. I mean, he is an absolute jackass. Give me number 49. There are these pieces. Oh my God, these are just the worst pieces of garbage. Cases of coronavirus balloon in the U.S. The only balloons, baby. All right, maybe I shouldn't talk about Minka and balloons and facelifts, whatever. And Joe and his Gumby hair. Anyhow, hyping it up. We're rushing for a vaccine. I keep saying it because I can't get my head around it. Damn it, we don't have a cure for the flu. The flu. We have a flu shot, and still 500,000 people around the world die. Why, if it is conspiracy, why would an entire country like Italy lock the whole entire country down? I don't know. Why are you locking down? You've had 400 and some deaths. I get it. That's not good. Okay? Just saying. Rushing for a vaccine. Rushing for a vaccine. And here we go. Number 51. More than 700 corona cases in the U.S. Here is a the drive-through clinics in South Korea is using to test patients for coronavirus. They're using the drive-throughs for coronavirus testing. Drive-through testing. We have drive-through beer stores and Big Mac and fries. We ain't driving through nothing to get no test. Those stinking Americans. Oh my God, this is unreal. Number 52, Corona puts Italy on lockdown, full lockdown. Now, folks, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. Let me see. I have it here. Number 17, all of Italy on lockdown. Number 19, cruise ship there, docks in California. I am listening. I'm on social media watching over and over people canceling their cruises. Here's number 23, cases of coronavirus in the U.S. since March 1st. Just since March 1st in 10 days. From 89 to 725. We know the data is not correct. We know the testing is not out there. We know that. But I have right here, I had it just a minute ago. Freak the children out. My God, they got up to no school and they got to sanitize the school. What are they going to do in one day? Sanitize the school? Number 48. Say it's not so. Pearl Jam. Miley Cyrus. No, not the 82-year-old Madonna. They scrapped the gigs over coronavirus fears. Say it's not so. This must stop. Number 47. Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune to film without live studio audience amid the coronavirus fears. No studio audience. How about this? This is crazy. 46. Boston cancels St. Patrick's Day parade in South Boston amid coronavirus fears. Boston, St. Patrick's Day parade. 1 million people come out for that. What happens if we have to cancel Turkey Day parade, Macy's? What happens if we have to cancel the old New Year's Eve celebration at Times Square where everybody, hold your ears, hold your ears. If you don't want to hear this, hold your ears. What happens at the Times Square, okay, New Year's Eve event where 1 million people push in on each other and people start at like 8 o'clock that morning to get to the front line so somebody might say, where are you from? And you're wearing your 2020 glasses where people are urinating on themselves. No joke. Have you ever heard the stories, 12 and 14 hours, no way to get out of the crowds? I'm serious. I wish you would have closed your ears. I'm just saying. The world is very unsanitary to begin with. And now all of a sudden, I'm telling you, they have everybody whipped up into a frenzy. Okay. Here we go. 45. Dow suffers worst day in 12 years. Worst day in 12 years. Now, watch what they're doing to the economy. We're going to come back and talk about that. I want to talk about the what happens in the election after maybe Biden wins tonight. What's really going on? We need to talk about that, because remember, out of left field. Remember, it seems like it was just yesterday. Obama retired the Senate. Blagojevich, governor of Illinois, Rob Blagojevich was selling the seat. He ended up in prison, and Obama ended up in the White House. Damn, you say. I know I didn't come to upset you this morning. I'm just watching the deep state tea leaves and seeing what they're trying to do. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back right after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. I'm just looking through some of the tweets this morning. Right there on the screen is how you get in touch with us. Now, I just want to look at something here. Let's see. What is this? Hold on. I'm checking some things out, just going through Facebook, looking around. Okay. Let me let this guy tag a picture. All right. Now, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I am just talking about watching. You know, every day when I come on, I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy 5 days a week, putting 2 hours a day together, 10 hours of broadcast. Some days I need to do 3 or 4 hours, but some days, I have to bring things that I think we have to watch for. All right. I like to look at what may be coming down the pike. And I'm serious. Now, I don't believe in the overall coincidence. I don't believe in the coincidence, or should I call it the coinkydink? All right. My kids, when they were little, they didn't believe in a coincidence. I said, they say coinkydink. So anyhow, that being said, right now, all of a sudden, just 2 weeks, we're moving right along. February has amazing job numbers. Okay. Now, March will be over soon. It'll be over soon. It's March 10th. You're going to blink. Job numbers are going to be in. Maybe they're down. Coronavirus, we'll see. But in just 2 weeks, we are rushing to see how fast we can have a vaccine. Put up number 45. All right. We are rushing to see how fast we can have a vaccine. In just 2 weeks, number 46, we are canceling. Boston cancels St. Patrick's Day party in South Boston. I mean, this is not even 2 weeks. Let's go with this really quick. Number 47, Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune to film without live audience. Okay. Number 48, Miley Cyrus, Pearl Jam. Okay. Number 49, cases of the coronavirus balloon. Number 50, confirmed coronavirus cases is in the United States, 725. This happens in 2 weeks, okay? In 2 weeks. Here is, hang tight. We're going to get this rolling here. Number 20, market spiral as globe shudders over virus. Trump plans payroll tax cut in response to coronavirus. 2 weeks. Okay. Number 21, lawmakers self-quarantining over coronavirus had contact with Trump, including Air Force One flight. Corona anxiety plagues Capitol Hill. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Number 23. On March 1st, 3/1, 89 confirmed cases. In just 2 weeks, 725. 2 weeks. I just want to highlight how things could change in 2 weeks. Number 24. 2 weeks. Number 25. Government gets involved. Well, they've been involved, but possible contact with coronavirus. Self-quarantine. Representative Getz from Florida, Cruz, Collins from Georgia, Meadows, the chief of state, they're self-quarantined. Louis, you gotta love Louis in Texas says, no, to hell with that quarantine stuff. I don't give a rat's crap. All right. 2 weeks. 26, the parade. 2 weeks. 27, Coachella. Stagecoach festivals likely move to October in just 2 weeks. Number 28, colleges and universities moving to online classes. Would it be possible we don't need these, okay, government-funded dorms, behemoth government-funded? You got to have an animal house. You got to have an animal house. There has to be a place to have a keg party. All right, anyhow, could it be possible we don't need these enormous brick marble structures all over these college cities that have been formed? 100,000 students. Colleges and universities moving to online class.